What's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How y'all doing today? How am I doing today? Oh, I'm tired. I'm sleepy today. I stayed up late. I started watching this show called Snowfall, and I started binge watching it, right? It's one of those shows that kind of anger you because you're like, okay, I'll watch one more show, but every show ends with like a crazy cliffhanger. So now you're like, okay, I gotta see what happens to this character now. So I might have stayed up a bit too late watching Snowfall. But either way, I'm up now. Struggling a bit, but I'm up. Anyway, yes, this is the ExJw video. So you know what to do. Hit the like button and leave a comment so the YouTube algorithm can show it to as many people as possible. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. You have very nice ear hair. Oh, I'm making a killing today. Wasn't nobody expecting to get an ear hair compliment. Nobody. So if you wasn't expecting to get an ear hair compliment and you enjoy somebody complimenting your ear hair, subscribe to the channel. Okay. Today I want to talk to you guys about why the Jehovah Witness organization is so invested in your sex life. Because we all know they are heavily invested. And if you ever wanted to know why, this is exactly why. First, I need to explain something to you. All right? The Jehovah Witnesses need your help to brainwash you. They can't do it on their own. They have to get you to buy in order to get brainwashed. Now, one of the things that they need you to do is to feel unworthy of the organization. They need you to feel that the organization is morally superior than you are. They need you to feel that you are lucky to even be a part of this organization. You understand that? Now, if at any point you ever feel that the organization is better than you, you can never live up to the high standards of the organization. That makes the job of the organization extremely easy, and it makes the job of your job, very, very hard. That's the relationship that the organization is searching for. That's the relationship that they want and need to have with people inside the organization. Because basically, all they got to do is accept you. That's it. You have to do all the heavy lifting in this relationship. All they have to do is accept you. But you got to sacrifice your future, sacrifice your happiness, sacrifice your money, sacrifice your children. And if you get sick and you need a blood transfusion, they ask you to sacrifice your very life. While they sacrifice nothing for you. It's nothing they have to give up to make you happy. All they got to do is accept you. You know how easy it is to just accept somebody? Like, I hate seagulls. Seagull be like, well, I hate you too. I'm like, oh, well, I'm sorry you hate me. Could you forgive me? Yeah, I'll forgive you. You know, like, and then I'm like, oh, thank you, seagulls, for accepting me. No, it's far too easy. All they have to do is accept you, and that's it. That's what people yearn for in that organization. And even when you make all those sacrifices, even when you go through all those hoops for them to just simply accept you, sometimes they still don't accept you. So that they can make a better case for the other people. They make an example out of you. That's why the disfellowshipping is so public. They're making an example out of people. So now that we know the relationship that they're striving for, now we can get into why they harp on your sex life. Because when it comes to reproducing, every creature on this planet not only wants to do it, they need to do it in order for their species to continue. It is something that's inside of all of us. It's a very natural thing. Very natural. But because it's so natural, and because it's something that it's literally like eating, the same way people need to eat food and they have a desire to fill their bellies so that they don't die, that same desire is there so their species won't go out the window. And they use that. They basically, first the thing they do is they get people to believe that it's something wrong with them for having these desires, these completely natural desires. If you simply buy into there's something wrong with having these desires, they already got you. Because that puts them in a morally higher spot. Hey, they're the ones who told you it was wrong. And if you are feeling these feelings, then guess what? You're wrong and they're superior than you. If you buy into that, then they're superior to you. Now, everybody has a time in their life where they want to do it. And even if you totally buy into the organization, that's not going to stop you from wanting to do it. And they punish you for doing it and you're not married. They punish you for pleasuring yourself. And they punish you for not loving people the way they say you're supposed to love people. Now, this is the thing when you're in a relationship where one person is higher than the other person. The person who is the higher person can get away with a lot of stuff because the person who isn't on the totem pole higher, they feel like they're not worthy of being there, that they're lucky and that it's a privilege for them to be where they're at in that relationship. And if a person feels like it is a privilege for them to be there, and if a person feels like they're not worthy and that they shouldn't be there, then that person who is the superior could treat them any type of way. They could be disrespectful. They could take from them. They can hurt them, literally. And that person would feel like, well, this is what I'm supposed to get because I'm not worthy. This is my punishment for not being worthy, for not being on that level. And they'll let it happen. This is the relationship that the Jehovah Witnesses strive to have with their followers. That's the relationship. You're not worthy of the organization. And since you're not worthy, when we tell you to stop talking to your kid, even though it seems wrong and even though it seems powerful, hey, you're lucky to even be in this organization. We can kick you out too if you still want to be with your kids. All you got to do is accept that they're morally better than you are, or that it's something wrong with you for having natural feelings, and then guess what? That gives them the right to do whatever they want to you, as long as you hold on to that belief. Now, they're going to say that, no, it's not us, it's God. It's God. Now, this is another thing. If you believe that God runs that organization and that God speaks through them, what's stopping them from being God? If they speak for God and you can't hear what God say, how do you know that it's God speaking and it's not them? How can you confirm that? You see, basically, they want to get involved in everybody's sex life because they know that is the area that everybody is the most vulnerable. Because they punish you for your thoughts. They punish you for pleasuring yourself. They punish you for doing anything that isn't inside of a marital arrangement sexually. Do you see how wrong that is? Do you understand how wrong that is? The only time it is something wrong with you sexually is if you like kids or you like seal buttholes or something like that. I don't know what turns you on, because a seal's butthole can't give you consent the same way a child can't give you consent. If you like that, then there's something wrong with you and you need to be locked away from society. But other than that, what two consenting adults do is completely natural and okay. And don't hit me with that, oh, it's not natural for two men to lie together or for two women to lie together because you can't produce a child. So are you kidding me? So that means getting head is not natural. I like that a lot. Getting and giving, baby. Woohoo! But yeah, it's a lot of stuff that don't produce a baby that I enjoy doing and giving. So don't talk to me about what's natural. I don't want to hear that. But they are invested in the life that you live. sexually, because that's the one thing that you really can't fight against. And if you make a mistake and you don't tell anybody, then it's on your conscience and you believe that they're the moral superior. And if you do tell somebody and you have the governing body, or not the governing body, but the elders at your Kingdom Hall orchestrate a judicial committee, then they get to make an example out of you to the other people in the organization. Hey, look what happened to you if you ever step out of line. Remember, all they have to do is accept you. That's it. You have to do all the heavy lifting in this relationship. You have to make all the sacrifices. Is that the relationship you want in life? I don't think so. In my humble opinion. I just want to give y'all something to think about today. It's your boy, Jay the Comedian. I hope y'all having a great day. Holla at your guala. Deuces.